Hello and welcome back. And today I'd like to talk about relationships once again and healing your relationships with yourself and others. And recently I posted a video about letting go, about letting people go or losing people as the first and the biggest sign of your life changing and you changing. And the lesson of letting go and the signs when the relationship has probably come to an end and when it's important to start choosing yourself and setting boundaries and how to deal with that. In this video specifically, I want to talk about healing the relationship because sometimes it's not possible to step out of a relationship. Sometimes it's not possible to let somebody go. You need that person in your life. You have no choice but to have that person in your life, or you want that person in your life. For example, it can be your ex-husband, like ex-spouse who you have a shared custody with and you have no choice but to have this relationship. Or it's a family member who is dear to you and again, you don't want to just, step out and let people go or lose those people. And sometimes we can step out, we can let them be, and live our life, but we still have that resentment, that hate inside. It's not healthy. And so today I'd like to share with you 3 powerful healing techniques that we can use, one of them or all 3, to heal those relationships. And why we do it for ourselves. When we start working on the relationship with somebody and we want to fix something, right? Sometimes it's really not working. The communication is not there. The person is not open for a communication. Like you are on completely different pages. You are completely different people. There is no understanding. There is no open dialogue. In this case, you can't change the outside. You can't change the situation. You've tried probably, but you can't. So all you can do at this point is to heal that relationship and change something within you. Yes, you can feel very hurt. You can feel like that person, right, does not deserve your forgiveness. You're holding grudges. You are very hurt. But you always have a choice to keep living with those emotions, with those feelings that are killing you inside. Even if you choose not to pay attention and sweep everything under the rug and pretend that those feelings are not there and you just let it go, they might still be stored somewhere in your body and they can present themselves in a form of sicknesses, illnesses, not feeling well, extra weight, and stuff like that. And you might not even be aware of them still being there. It is very important to heal yourself and deal with that for yourself. Forgive that person. Yes, it might sound unbelievably difficult, but it's so important to, work on forgiveness, ask for forgiveness and forgive that person for yourself. It's important to let go of that hate and resentment for yourself. You can choose to be consumed by those feelings but this is not freedom. You're basically not free. Those feelings they took control over you. That's the rule in life. When we can't change anything on the outside, all we can do is to change something on the inside. And so I'm offering you 3 powerful healing techniques that you can do for yourself, and your inner feelings will change towards the situation, towards the person, and very possibly that the situation, the relationship with the person will change and shift as well. And it will help. It will be the first step towards fixing that relationship. Let's get to it. Technique number 1. And this technique is called rewriting the past. So you're going to write 4 letters. Letter number 1, you're going to find a quiet space, and you're gonna devote to this practice an hour or two, as long as you need. So basically, you just need to be uninterrupted. Play a very dramatic playlist, the music that makes you cry, like something very emotional. And start writing a letter addressing that person, keeping that person in mind, stating all the situations, all the hurtful words, like every single time when that person made you feel small, when that person hurt you, when your boundaries were crossed, when you felt disrespected. So every single situation, every single word, hurtful joke that comes to mind, you write everything on a piece of paper. So all your anger, like, I'm angry at you for you doing this to me. I'm angry at you for letting this happen. I hate you. Like, be as dramatic as possible. You have to let all this out on a piece of paper. Cry, yell, scream. You can scream in the pillow. You can punch the pillow. You need to let those emotions out of your body. It's very important. So after you write this letter, it's very important to do something with your body. Dance it out, shake it out, go for a run, go boxing, go in the pool. Water is a very good element to work with during those practices. So, I don't know, go in the sea, in the lake, in the ocean, in the pool, and just go like this on the water, like hit the water. Take a shower, cleanse everything, let everything go. Then take a few days for this to, process all these feelings. And a few days later, you're going to write the second letter. And the second letter will be a letter of gratitude. So having the same person in mind, you're going to write everything that you are grateful for. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for that. And yes, it could be difficult to do, but find all the smallest things. Try to turn the negative things into positive and be grateful for them. Just look at your relationship from a positive perspective as much as you can. I'm sure you can find something positive and something to be grateful for. Then letter number 3 will be rewriting the past. So you're going to rewrite your story. You're going to rewrite your relationship from A to Z. And you can get as creative as possible. You're writing fiction. You're writing a novel. You're rewriting the story completely the way you want it to be. Let's say you're working on your relationship with your mother. So you're creating a story. It's year 19 something. There is a lady named this. She looks like this. She works here. And then one day she meets this guy named this. They start dating. You can even create their love story. They start dating, then they get married, then she gets pregnant, then it's me. My childhood was fantastic. We were doing this and this. My mother was always nice, kind and loving, and we spent so much time together. Go crazy. Okay, so you're rewriting your story. You're rewriting your past. And the letter number 4 is gonna be a friendly letter from today to that person. Something casual, hey mom, today it's very sunny over here and I think I'm gonna go on a walk, and this weekend is gonna be amazing, so I'm probably gonna go hiking. My work is great and I have 5 new clients and I really love what I'm doing. And guess what happened last week? So a friendly letter. Just talking about your life, what's happening in your life. Mind you, all these 4 letters, they are not meant to be sent. Feel free if you want, but they're not meant to be sent. You can keep them. You can burn them as a sign of release. You can do this several times if you want. If there is something left and this emotions is still coming up, You can do this to whoever you want. You can even do this to yourself. And this technique is called rewriting the past. The second technique is called Ho'oponopono. It's traditional Hawaiian technique, and the term means to make things right or to correct. The technique emphasizes taking responsibility for one's actions and promoting healing through 4 key phrases. So you're gonna find again, a quiet space, comfortable seated position, and it's kind of like a meditation. So there is 4 phrases that you're gonna repeat one after the other, keeping in mind that person who this is addressed to, and with intention. So the phrases are: I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. So focus on that person or relationship that you are working on. And this is a meditative practice. So repeat these 4 phrases with intention, with focus, as many times as you feel like it. It's always recommended to repeat this for 108 times. It's a very powerful number. So a lot of meditative practices and mantras, they are pronounced 108 times, but feel free to do it 10 times, 20 times, so as long as your heart needs it. And yes, you can repeat it every day for as many days, again, as you feel needed. And the third technique is kneeling technique, and this one is the hardest one to do. This technique is inviting humility and letting go of your ego. So here you're going to be kneeling down, keeping in mind that person that you are asking forgiveness or that you are trying to forgive. Energetically speaking, when we kneel down, right, our head goes below our heart. And from energy perspective, that means love goes above ego, goes above logic. And this is a difficult, psychologically, but very powerful technique that can release a lot of anger, that can release a lot of stored emotions, introduce forgiveness and inner peace. And it's a very, very healing technique. So what you're going to do is you're going to find, again, a quiet space. First, you're going to do the writing practice. So you're going to write with your left hand 3 phrases. Again, keeping in mind that person that you're working with, you're going to say, Dear, please forgive me for everything. Dear, I forgive you for everything. Dear, and I'm grateful for everything. And then you're going to do the kneeling technique. So you're going to go down on your knees. You're going to put your hands on the floor, your elbows on the floor, and then you're going to put your forehead on the floor. So your knees, your elbows, your hands, and your forehead should be on the floor. Do it focusing on your relationship, focusing on the person, focus on releasing that anger or asking for forgiveness. I personally, when I was working on my relationship with my parents and my childhood, I used the technique of rewriting the past, and it did work. It did work wonders. Obviously, nothing is going to happen and transform in one day, and it's not like tomorrow you're waking up and your relationship is healed and transformed. It's completely different, and it's like a completely different person calling you on the phone and talking to you in a completely different way. No, it's a gradual process, but it's unbelievable how our relationship changed with my mom, and also how I feel towards her and about our relationship and about my childhood. It's completely different. These techniques, for sure, and 100%, when done with intention, with good intentions, they work wonders. So I really hope that you will use one of them And please share in the comments, what do you think, whether it helped you or not. And maybe share your special technique that worked for you.